Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Reading. Almost forgot what I was going to say. My name is Lenore and thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to read your tea leaves today. Hopefully we get some awesome messages from the universe. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start with the cup. Let's see. This is a new setup, and so I'm trying to just figure out how everything is going to be positioned, what I'm going to, how the camera's working. It's on the other side of me, so I'm a little bit thrown off, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're going to start facing the right. We're going to turn it 3 times counterclockwise, stop at the heart. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, let's see if I can get this framing in here. And I also wanted to mention, if this is your first time or if you are coming back, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I love hearing your input. I like hearing the shapes you see. I like fielding any questions you have and just, communicating. So you can leave a comment here and I would love to, message you back or comment back. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm seeing 2 things so far, and I saw this one upside down, but exclamation mark right there. And I use like a mix of tea. It's black tea and it has like clove and a little orange taste and cinnamon and stuff. So if you see these little pieces, those are not the black tea, but I like them in there because they make it interesting. So yeah, so here's the exclamation. So this is a important message. We'll find out what that message is. And then I saw this one. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure that you guys can see this how I'm seeing it. Okay, right. Oh, come on. Get in there. Okay, here we go. So this one looks like eyes, nose, and a little kind of, not a big smile, but definitely like a happy kind of, looks a little happy to me, just a little. So I think this is going to be a fun message. I don't think this is anything too serious. Sometimes it takes me a little longer to really get. Now, this whole kind of shape here across the whole cup, in the middle, along the walls, okay, it looks to me almost kind of like somebody falling, or they're kind of like laying on their stomach. These are their legs and their arms are up, and here's the face that we talked about. It's kind of looking upwards. So I feel like maybe there's been a little bit of a tumble. It doesn't have like a sharp fall where it looks like, okay, you just fell off a cliff, like something's happened, it was terrible, you've gone right off the edge. No, I think this almost looks more like a playful, it kind of almost reminds me of like jumping out of a plane, like almost like a parachute, kind of just flying through the air, like a little, like a flying squirrel type of thing. So I think that there's been a little tumble. Maybe you have taken a chance, maybe you have, had a big feeling and you are taking, and now here I see another exclamation mark here. This one almost kind of looks like thunder. So I think, you know, maybe you've taken kind of a big chance on something. And I'm not sure. I think it's something more like fun. I don't think this is like a business thing. I think it could even be like kind of a love thing, right? You've told somebody how you feel. Um, I'm looking at this here because this one looks like a Y. This one kind of looks like a W, but I almost feel like it's an M. And here's the M, and this one looks like an A on that side. So I am really getting, I feel like it's somebody with like an M and an A, possibly a Y in their name, and some kind of descriptive quality, maybe their job, something like that. Y M A. Here I'm seeing, I just saw an owl in my other reading. So here's another owl. It's sitting, its little ears here, face is kind of perched. Okay, so I think that maybe you've been thinking about this thing. I think this is okay. I'm getting the impression that this is a thing that happened quickly. You had a feeling, it was like a big urge, and you just decided, okay, to do whatever it is you did, but it's not something you had not thought about before. You've been thinking about this, you've been maybe dreaming about this, you've really wanted to do this for a long time, but something happened recently that all of a sudden you felt like, okay, now is the time, this is it, I'm doing it. And you just went ahead and did it. You did not, even though you've thought about it and you've probably made plans about how you'd want to do it, thought about the outcome, you finally just decided, yep, this is it, I'm gonna go. And I don't think that you even followed your plans so much. I think that you really were operating off of emotion, instinct, and just kind of impulse, like an impulse thing. Now I feel very drawn to this little cluster here, and I'm trying to see kind of, and I'm getting on both sides kind of a rabbit. This is like kind of a seated rabbit, but over here looks like a rabbit that's running, and it's running towards, let's see, am I getting, hopefully, I was not even paying attention to the camera. Hopefully that I was focusing some of this. Goodness, Lenore. Okay, so here is a perched rabbit. Okay, and then we're gonna turn it here, and it looks like it's running this way. And somebody's out there mowing right now, so hopefully that's not too annoying. But so where was I? Okay, yes. So now I think that really this has been a lucky outcome for you, or it's going to be. And I really feel like this is a love thing. I feel like you finally told somebody kind of how you feel. Now, I don't know that they are immediately giving you the whole, okay, I've loved you forever, I've been waiting for you to say this, you know, maybe not to that extreme, but I think that they had a positive response, and I think that it's in movement, okay? And I think that it's maybe in the newer stages of either dating, or you've been dating, or in a committed relationship, but you're moving into a new part of that relationship. Something, I don't know that this is something super serious like moving in or having a kid or anything like that, or even marriage, but I think this is maybe like you're trying some new things, or you're newly dating, again, if you're single or whatever. But I think this is like kind of a fun new era coming up. I think that you have finally kind of said what you wanted, and it looks like it's working out for you. I think that you're definitely getting a positive. Oh, that's so out of focus. Okay, let's see. You're definitely getting a positive response. Okay. Now, when we look at it from this angle, it kind of looks like that person. Oh, let's see. That person that we saw before, and here are the legs. And it looks like they're jumping. This one almost looks like their head's hanging backwards. Okay, so my immediate phrase that comes into mind is that it's bending over backwards. So I feel like maybe you're really just gonna put yourself out to make this go well. I think that you really are going to bend over backwards to show this person that you care about them, that you're attracted to them, that you want to be affectionate, you want to get to know them, you want to get to like a new place with them. And I really think that you seem like the type of person that is very you're very thoughtful. I think that, not to a fault though. I don't think you're like a give everything and get nothing back. I think that probably you just are really you're just a very kind and thoughtful person. You like to do things for and with a person. I think that, I think that you probably you have like a healthy sense of self. So I don't think I don't get the impression you're being taken advantage of, or that you would let yourself be taken advantage of. I think that it's more along the lines of you're just really kind of a giver. Okay. And that kind of really makes you happy. You get more out of giving than receiving from people. And I think that this person that you have connected with, I feel like what I'm seeing is that they're very receptive to this, but they're not going to take advantage of that. I think that this person's probably going to surprise you and maybe be a bit of a giver themselves. And that might be a really fun dance for you. Learning how to also receive from, gifts or, just attention and affection and, all of that. So I think I feel like it's going to be a fun relationship for you, or courtship, or, it's already been good, but it's going to be better. And I think, let me see here. Now I'm getting the impression that it's going to really take off at first. I think there might be a little bit of a cool off period. Okay, but I don't think that's the end of it. I think that there's gonna be some stuff coming up in scheduling, and just maybe low energy attention on important things for both of you. But then I see that it's going to come back around to the more clustered amount of time you're going to spend together, dates, kind of dwelling in this courtship kind of realm. And even if you're married, that totally makes sense too, because sometimes when you've been with somebody, you live with somebody, you know, life happens and you just don't get to do all the things that, all that romantic stuff that you want to do, or, you know, simply spending a lot of quality time together. And you go through little cycles, and then you come back around to when you do have time to do that stuff. And that's what I'm kind of seeing with the way that these leaves have spread out on the plate here. But I think it's really all together. I think this is going to be a real fun time for this relationship. It feels a little bit newer. I don't know that it's a marriage or anything like that, but I feel like, but you know what? Sometimes it's like we've come into a new portion of our life and we feel like a new person. There's like a new kind of vitality, and that manifests in our relationships that we already have. So that could be it. And I'm just reading it as like a new thing. But whichever it is, however it is configured, I think this is going to be really good news for you and for the person that you're seeing. And I think you're probably just a really delightful person. That's the vibe I get, is that you're a really nice person to explore a relationship with, and that the person that you're going to be exploring the relationship with is also a pretty great person. So that's awesome, and I'm very excited for you. Okay, well, that's all the time I really have, and pretty much the whole message. So I just wanted to thank you. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please go watch some more, like, subscribe, leave comments. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what's going on with you. Let me know what you see in the tea leaves. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. You can also find me on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram. Okay, thanks so much. I'm so honored to have your time and to be able to deliver these messages. All right, have a great day.